Good evening. I was not expecting to do this, but I was like, oh, let me do this. This is fun. I like to go live. Y'all fun. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, party people? This is an Improv 2 live. I'm setting myself up right now, so if you're jumping in, just hit the like button. You know how the routine goes. Let me set myself up. What up, my y'all? So I'm gonna take some calls today. I'm taking some calls, man. Taking some calls. Let me set some things up though, cause I was like, am I going to do this? And I was like, let's do it. It's something funny that I seen, and I just, I didn't really fully dig into it, but I'm gonna just go live and have a live reaction, have people call in and see how they feel about it. But I gotta play with some options right quick though, cause it's all live. We having fun. Options. Like I said, once you come in, hit the like button. You know the routine. Hit the like button when you come in. Okay, so my brother said you'll call in. Give him 5 minutes. No, I'm gonna take the calls myself. I'm gonna do it myself this time. See how I could do it myself. You don't got to. You don't have to fret on it. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. Turn this down a little bit. Okay. But yeah, so there is an article I came across that Hawk Newsome of Black Lives Matter of New York, he said that there's going to be bloodshed if the new mayor, Eric Adams, if he reinstates the, I guess like the NYPD, like that, them harsh laws that they had back in the days. Cause the crime in New York City is crazy. Like, you always see gunshots and shootouts, all that on Instagram, and people always post them and whatnot. So I was like, damn, you're gonna have bloodshed and riots if they reinstate the NYPD rules. So I was like, you know what, I want to do a live reaction to it, because I just came across that article, and once I pull the article up, also want to have people call in and give me their thoughts on that, because that's wild, yo. That's really wild that's where it's going to go to. And I want to also get people's opinion to see if they think that's going to happen. In my personal opinion, I don't think that's going to happen. Real talk. I don't think it's going to happen because of the timing. And I'll tell you why. With the time I have to do it. So I'm going to pull this article up right now. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, still just my brother in here? Okay, just my brother and me? Oh, God. So, yeah, let me pull this article up. Should have had this up already, but, things happen. All right, so there's a number of articles that we could go to. All right, let me pull this up. Where's my article? Okay. So, Black Lives Matter leader saying that it's going to be bloodshed if they bring back the anti-crime rules of New York City. I was like, wow, that's interesting that, this is the direction you want to go in, but okay, cool. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's pull this up right here. Fox 5 New York. All right, so BLM threatens riots, bloodsheds if New York City Adams bring back police unit, mayor-elect responds. A Black Lives Matter leader in New York is vowing riots and bloodshed if Mayor-elect Eric Adams reinstates NYPD controversial anti-crime unit. If they think they're going back to the old ways of policing, then we are going to the streets again. There will be riots, there will be fire, there will be bloodshed. Newsome said after the meeting. That's Hawk Newsome of Black Lives Matter in New York. There's no way we going back to some Giuseppos come through and harm our people. We pray for peace, but black opportunities prepare for the worst. Adams reacted to the impromptu meeting and had about a dozen members of the local BLM movement after they marched in front of his office in Brooklyn. He said he won't stand for I can't even say the word, language of threats. This is silly. I think New Yorkers should not allow rhetoric like that, Adams said on Thursday. The city is not going to be a city of riots. That's a good question. Who blood will be shed? I don't know. I don't know who blood is going to be shed. I do not know. I just think this is very interesting that Eric Adams is coming out. Well, not Eric Adams. Hawk Newsome is coming out and saying that there's going to be bloodshed. There's going to be bloodshed if they go back to the old way of policing. I'm going to give you my first thoughts on it, then after that, I open up the phone lines. I don't think it's going to be bloodshed. And the reason why I don't think it's going to be bloodshed, because say this starts when Eric Adams takes office. He takes office in January. I used to live in New York. It's very cold in January. One thing I have not seen, and I could be mistaken to let me know, I have not seen people protesting in the winter, especially January, New York. People barely want to go to the ball drop in January because it's too cold. People do not really protest in the winter. That's just my observation, but I could be wrong. Oh God. Oh man. Oh no, don't say that. I don't say that. Well, I don't think nobody's gonna be protesting in New York City next week or whatever. I don't think Kyle Rittenhouse. First of all, he gonna be on probation or something like that. He ain't gonna be staying home. He ain't coming out. He is not coming out. So this is my first time trying this, so we're gonna see what happens. All right, gonna open the phone lines and see if I can take some calls and see what people think about this. Y'all think that if New York City go back to the old way of policing, that there's gonna be bloodshed in the streets? I don't know. I doubt it. I think that's just a bluff. But if it does get like that, I hope it don't, because nobody wants to live like that. Nobody want to live like that old school way of, like, what was it, like Portland, or like it was, in Kenosha, where they just rioting all the time. Like, you can't bring that to New York City. You can't do it. I don't think you should do it, or you can't do it. That's gonna be disgusting. That's gonna be disgusting, man. But yeah, man, what y'all think? Y'all think that these riots is really going to be something that's going to happen? I doubt it. I truly doubt it. I think it's a bluff. I think they find out things to be mad at. I think people just like to be mad at something. Yeah, I think the weather. I don't think people are going to come out with the weather. I really don't. I don't think people are going to come out with the weather. I've never seen a protest in bad weather. It's always, in the summertime and nice weather and beautiful scenery. Yep. Yeah, I don't know anything about Black Lives Matter New York. The first time I really heard about Black Lives Matter New York was when they protested in front of car mines. When I saw them protest in front of car mines, I was like, oh, okay, that's what they're about. Then after that, I seen them protest at the Barclays Center, and I said, all right, that's cool too. But this, I don't know, man. I don't think this is going to happen. I don't think Black Lives Matter even have the capacity to go against NYPD. I don't see it happening. I really don't. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at all. But I really would like to get y'all guys' thoughts on this because this is very interesting to me. So like I said, the phone line's open. Y'all just want to call up and give me your thoughts about protesting in the streets, as the kids would say, protesting in the streets about BLM in New York City. They're going to bring it to New York City if Mayor Eric Adams bring back the anti-crime laws for NYPD. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's a bluff. I think it's a bluff in my opinion. And like I said, you guys coming in, hit the like button. You know how the algorithm works. I appreciate that. Let me go back to the screen right here and see if we get any phone calls. And put my beat back on. All right. But yeah, man. I just saw that article. I was like, no, this can't be that. This can't be it. This can't not be it. Oh, man. And do you guys think New York City needs like an anti-crime, something like a harsher, like be harder on crime? Because it really feels like New York City was getting crazy. Like, Atlanta is getting crazy. That's where I'm at now. I'm in Atlanta. New York City is getting crazy. Atlanta getting crazy. A lot of cities are getting crazy. Chicago been crazy. And the people that's regular citizens, they just want to be able to go to places. All right, let's see if this works.
Call from Lamont. To accept, press 1. To send...
Hello.
Yeah, what it do?
What it do? You guys hear this? You hear him? Let's see. I hear you. So, say something again?
I say, yo, what up, bro?
Okay. What you think about this? I'm glad you called. I love getting your opinion.
Yo, the first thing I thought, because I missed a bit of it because I thought you needed me to do the phones, but you sound like you're good.
Yeah.
All I know is, who is this guy?
Who,
I'm just, no, he said it's going to be bloodshed in the streets. Who he speaking for? You really riding with him like that?
I mean...
It's a bold statement.
It's a bold statement. It is.
And it's reckless.
Yeah, it's reckless.
I mean, that's my first opinion. Second of all, what is he talking about? Like,
I don't know. So for what I get, they had a meeting because they bum rushed the wherever Eric Adams was at, and he invited the people to come in, and the people came in, and one of the people was the Black Lives Matter leader of New York, Hope Newsome, and Hope Newsome was like, I think it came up about what you're gonna do about the policing, and he said that he want to implement back the anti-crime rules. Maybe, I don't know if it's stop and frisk or whatever, but he said he want to implement it because it's getting crazy in New York City. It's always a shootout or whatever, people shooting all over the place. And he said he want to bring that back and make New York great again on a play of words. But then,
oh wow, that's funny.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that, but I'm saying that.
I know you didn't say that. It's still funny as hell. Right.
But now I guess Hope Newsome took offense to that and said, you can't have that. You can't be that person. You can't do that. So
he didn't even see what it was.
No, he didn't see what it was. He just said that it's going to be bloodshed.
I'm saying, like, whatever Eric Adams is planning, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you just flat out said you're going to bring lawlessness and recklessness to the streets. What
Yeah.
do you expect the police to do?
Yeah.
Like, you know what? When they don't like being police, so just let them fuck everything up. Come on, man. He's out there. He's way out there.
Yeah. So now
like again,
you're in New York. Are you gonna go out there to these protests in the winter?
Only if they're on my way to the doctor. I don't go to protest, man. I walk all day, but I'm not walking in no march. That's just me. Like, you can't be my leader because I won't follow you.
Yeah, it is reckless as hell, though. I ain't gonna hold you. It's reckless as hell.
All right, man. Go ahead, get back to your show. I'm just sit back and watch.
All right, man. Thank you for calling.
All right, well.
All right, later.
Later.
All right. So that kind of worked out. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like he said, that's really reckless. Hawk Newsome is really reckless for that statement. To me, it feel like he's going off emotions. He just want to say, if you say police to, I guess, a Black Lives Matter activist, you have to go on the deep end and be like, all right, let's go all out. You never know how this policing plan is going to work. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how it's going to work. You don't have no type of reasoning to go against what he wants to do. At least let him try it, because what's going on in the city now is wild crazy. And I don't know. This is crazy. I wouldn't want to be a part of it. I just think it's crazy, man. And this is another quote from Eric Adams about this. For people joining in, I guess I'll reread it again. I'll pull it back up because people are joining in. And you joining in, hit the like button. All right, he says, I'm gonna start over because people are coming in. I kind of started early, and I'll pull it back up again. So let's see. Let's pull this back up. All right. So pull this back up. I see people are coming in. Black Lives Matter threatens riots, bloodshed if New York City, if Eric Adams bring back police unit. Mayor-elect responds. So this is for Fox 5 News. I'll play this. I don't know what this is. Oh, God. Of course, we got a commercial.
Be safe, look after yourself, and look after one another.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Eric Adams has met with gang members, corporate executives, and now local members of BLM. And the bottom line is tonight, he says he's not intimidated by anyone.
If they think that they're going to go back to the old ways of policing, then we're going to take to the streets again. There will be riots, there will be fire, and there will be bloodshed.
That's silly. That's silly. And I think New Yorkers should not allow rhetoric like that. This city is not going to be a city of riots.
Mayor-elect Eric Adams not standing for inflammatory language or threats from about a dozen members of a local Black Lives Matter movement. Adams reacting today to the impromptu meeting he had with the BLM group yesterday after they marched in front of his office in Brooklyn. The group recording the meeting, which Adams had no problem with because he says he's got nothing to hide.
When you hold me accountable, I'm holding you accountable. You get on the ground, stop the violence in my community. I'm holding you accountable.
We have people in city council who can create problems for him. We have people in the streets who can create problems for this administration.
I ran on a very clear message. My city will not be unsafe. That is what I promised to New Yorkers, and that is what I'm going to deliver.
Among other issues, the local BLM group opposes Adams reinstating a new version of the NYPD's anti-crime plainclothes unit, which was disbanded after weeks of George Floyd demonstrations.
We're going to have effective policing that's not heavy-handed. The plainclothes anti-gun unit is going to zero in on guns and gangs.
Professor Michael Alcazar is a retired NYPD detective. He says plainclothes units are essential because the criminals do not know who they are.
Yeah,
We have
right.
to keep the bad guys guessing if there's plainclothes officers out there watching them.
And when he becomes mayor, Adams also says he's going to create a specialized unit within the NYPD that is going to be handling protests and demonstrations. He says, and this is very important, that this is a special skill set to be able to do that type of work. And you can't just throw any police officer into that situation if they have not been trained for it.
Stupid. Yo, young man, Hawk Newsome really came with the T'Challa chain. He was prepared. Yeah, that's when we good on that. He really came with the T'Challa chain. Oh, man. So, like I said, I guess I could go over it again for the people who just came in. So, a Black Lives Matter leader in New York is vowing to riots and bloodshed if Mayor-elect Eric Adams reinstate the New York NYPD's controversial anti-crime unit. So, basically, like plainclothes cops. First of all, let me tell you something. No offense to any cop, but if you're a cop, you look like a cop. Like, I mean, it's like, I don't know why cops look so much like cops. Like, they just look like a cop. Like, even, like one of my good friends is a cop. He looks like a cop, yo. Like, he looks like a cop. And all he said, he's want to make the city safe. You're not even giving this man a chance. And you ready to just just to have bloodshedded riots because he said something you don't like. You don't even. It's right here. Look at this. Look at this comment. Let me pull this up right here. Instead of creating problems, why focus on create? Instead of creating problems, why not focus on creating solutions? Exactly. Why you already came and you talking about some. I know people in the office that can make it hard for you. I know people in the streets that can make it hard for you. Come on, man. That's some BS, yo. That's some BS. That's trash. You just can't come on and speak like that and speak so freely like that, yo. That's a bad look, in my opinion. It do sound like empty threats. It sound like empty threats. And it's crazy. He goes to meet with him. First they protest. I didn't see that video. That's my first time seeing that video. So they go to protest. So the mayor-elect said, all right, we can sit down and talk. Sit down and talk. He puts it on Instagram Live and records this like some hostage situation, like he got a hostage. Then he goes outside because he didn't like what he hears. And he said, like, there's going to be bloodshed. You just trying to keep your Black Lives Matter movement relevant. We haven't heard too much about BLM since Joe Biden took office. And you want to show that you still that gang. Your movement is over. And you really think people want to ride with you for trying to make the city safe. In my opinion, if I still lived there, a bootleg 1-6, what's that? But if I still lived in New York, I would rather see what the police is doing first before I want to see a riot just because he's reinstating something. That's stupid to me. That's stupid. Oh my God. That's crazy. But you know, people like to move off of emotions and not move off of facts. People like to move off emotions. That was an emotional response from Hulk Newsome with the T'Challa chain. I really don't know why he came with the T'Challa chain, yo. I really don't know why he came to the T'Challa chain. I don't know who in this camp told him to put on the T'Challa chain. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. But why? Why'd you do that for, yo? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that for, yo? That's awful. You coming in? Oh no? Okay. Yeah, we live. Nah, man, I just saw something I wanted to talk on and I went live. You coming in? We taking calls too. Okay, go ahead. He got his hair retwisted. Woo!
That daddy didn't want me, now they love for me, all that.
Oh man, this is funny right here too. Just because your name kind of sound like Huey Newton doesn't mean you be able to be able to Panthers. Oh man, oh you left. Okay. We have a hairstylist out here in Atlanta that she does our hair. She retwists our hair. But yeah, man, this is sad, yo. I should see something else too. I could pull up if you guys want to call in about this as well. So we had the president of the United States, Joe Biden, did something illegal today. I didn't even know it was illegal. Let me pull this up. Joe Biden did something kind of illegal. I seen this on Twitter streets. I could pull this up on Fox News. All right, let's pull this up. All right. So Biden calls Satchel Paige the greatest Negro. Oh, Negro, excuse me. So Thank you, man, Joe Biden. So President Biden referred to the late baseball player Satchel Paige as the Great Negro before correcting himself during the Veterans Day address at Arlington National Cemetery on Thursday. Let's see if they got the video. Of course they got the video. Let's pull this up.
You know, I've adopted the attitude of the great Negro at the time, pitcher in the Negro Leagues, went on to become a great pitcher in the pros, into the Major League Baseball after Jackie Robinson. His name was Satchel Paige.
So I think the problem is, I think Obama put in like a law in saying that you can't, like people that's like the in the government can't say Negro. Didn't know that. Thank you, Obama, for giving us laws that we did not need again. I appreciate you for that. But yeah, I think he put that in law. He put that in law that you can't say Negro. I did read that somewhere. So my man Joe Biden said Satchel Paige is the great Negro. The great Negro. Not as big as this story, though. Not as big as this BLM thing. Like, I really don't care about that. I know some people got mad about that. I don't care. Whatever. I know Joe Biden was a racist way before the election. So, and I don't think that make him a racist. I think that's make him kind of tone deaf. I got to be real with it. A lot of people like to say Joe Biden's racist. I mean, he is racist, but that just make him tone deaf, in my opinion. He just, he don't know what to say at times. It is what it is when it comes to Biden. But yeah, man, I just wanted to pull up that article, though, that the Black Lives Matter threatens riots and bloodshed if he brings back the police unit of plainclothes cops. Woo! I'm glad I moved from New York. Man. But yeah, man, I want to get y'all guys' thoughts on that, man, and let me know in the comments if you guys catching the replay. So let me know in the comments. Yeah, but they took that down. Yeah, they don't care about black males. They took that down. They took that down once people realized what they were saying. They took that down, and it was like, oh, because I think the website promoted more to the LGBTQ black people, probably like people of color. That's a big broad spectrum of what they say about Black Lives Matter, black people, whatever, or people of color. So that's black and brown people. So we all have to share our grievances with everybody now. So you know how that goes. But yeah, I think people realize that BLM is a scam. And I don't know too much about Black Lives Matter of New York. You know what I mean? I'm from Atlanta now. I know that the Black Lives Matter of Atlanta, the dude that ran that, he scammed and he got arrested for scamming in Ohio. So he's from Atlanta, but he got arrested for scamming in Ohio. That who was running the Black Lives Matter chapter in Atlanta. Yeah, that's BLM for you. That's BLM for you. But I don't know. I'll just, like, for entertainment purposes. I want to see this go to where he wanted to go, just to see what happens. But realistically, I don't want to see it happen because it's not going to end up well. It's going to end up pretty bad. That's true. Yo, see if B-Live can call in. I'm calling you out, B-Live. I got the phone line open, man. I want to get your take on that, this whole thing. Because my man really came out and said that it's going to be bloodshed in New York City. And, I know you're a New York native, and I'd like to hear you say about that too, man. I don't know if your phone is live or not. So I feel like a lot of people not really rocking with BLM like that no more, man. It really does feel like that. I feel like a lot of people not rocking with BLM. Okay, B, so you can't speak right now. I feel like a lot of people not rocking with BLM. I just feel like it's a scam. It's a sham. I think it worked out because it had the greatest slogan. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Hindsight 2020, when you read about BLM in the history books, you're going to see that BLM was trash. BLM ended up being trash. I mean, I think it gonna be some books that show that BLM was good, but overall, it's gonna be trash. Nobody's gonna really. So, I don't know. I can't get it to BLM. It was hard for me. You know what I'm saying? I remember somebody bought me a BLM shirt. I just like washed dishes with it. I didn't really want to wear it out. Like, I didn't want that shirt. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, exactly. It depends on who's writing the book. That's what I'm thinking. Like, it depends who's writing the book. If it's Patrice Cullors, yeah, she's gonna write it in favorable history. But I think it's so much stuff documented about BLM. Exactly. Yep, that's why I couldn't get with BLM, because it was all about black men being dead for them to be profitable. Only about black men being dead for them to be profitable. Trash. Straight trash, man. But I guess BLM of New York is a different chapter of BLM, so I guess that's what that is. So I guess they try to separate themselves. Maybe they should change their name. That's what I would do. I wouldn't just say I'm BLM. I'll change my name because it's a bad stigma with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like call yourself the Washington Redskins. You can't call yourself that no more. You should call yourself the Black Lives Football Team, something like that. You can't just be BLM. Can't do it, yo. Yep. Gotta be sharper. Yeah, yo, this is crazy right here. How they got this gender identity they pushing in books. There was I don't know if you guys heard about this. Now I'm getting another off topic, but there was a book that was called The Lawn Boy, right? The Lawn Boy, and there's two different lawn boys. So there's the first one that's about like a Mexican immigrant that came into the country, and of course he's like working on grass and stuff like that. And that was a kid's book. Then they had another lawn boy that came out that was like about like a kind of like gay statutory rape type of book, but the schools was ordering the gay one and put it on the shelf thinking that it's the one about the Mexican immigrant, and kids were bringing that home because they had to use it for an assignment, and the parents found out like, what did my kid bring it home? It's like literally pictures of like drawings of a young teen having sex with grown men. And they kind of like did this, they call it the Dulo twist. That's what Kwame call it. They just like did a switcheroo and like, all right, we're going to have this be in the book. This book is going to be in the shelves and the kid's going to get it. And it's the same name. And by the time like the library and everybody found out, they found out through like the, what's that shit called? The, like the PTA meetings. I was like, wow. And I found that out. I was kind of looked at it. I was like, damn, I didn't want to really touch that story. I was like, that's a little bit too much. That's too graphic. That's too nasty. But people feel like, I don't know, people can sneak things in, yo. I see people come in and hit the like button when you coming in. But people can sneak things in, yo. People can sneak things in. Yeah, it is wild. That is wild. Yeah, y'all got some gems in these comments. I'm gonna start writing these joints down and put them in my IG for posts and get mad likes off of this, man. I like this one right here. Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. Yeah, I'm gonna write that one down. But yeah, I really did come on here just to talk about this Black Lives Matter. Going to protest and riot and fight for plainclothes cops coming back. I mean, they got to do something. Definitely got to do something, man. Oh, no, that's not important. But yeah, that's my time for the night. I wasn't gonna be here too late because I gotta go to bed, and tomorrow's Friday. So Friday is payday / party day / find somewhere to go because I got a haircut day. You know what I mean? All right, man. I appreciate you guys coming in. I appreciate the phone call. Wow. Yo, the LGBT is strong, man. They are strong. Actually, I was about to leave, but I want to bring up one other thing. I did do a video on it since you brought up how the LGBT and how they so strong. Have you guys heard about the baby got permission to perform again? How the baby got permission to perform again from the CEO of a LGBTQ community. So now he's back performing with Rolling Loud because they gave him permission to perform. How much power is that? How much power is it that they say you could do your job now? He pissed him off. They taught him a lesson. They say, all right, we see that lesson. You see, yes, yep. Joe Button posted it. They say, we see you see fit for your actions, and now you can perform. That's straight extortion. How do you treat somebody like that? This man literally talked about killing a black man that he actually killed in songs. Just like Dave Chappelle said, he literally talked about that. No one bats an eye. He said something about gays and HIV in the same sentence. He had to learn a lesson. And I bet you they taking money from him for him to even say that he learned his lesson. I bet you that's the case. Ooh. Man, I wish we had like maybe a quarter of the power that LGBT community have. And I'm not just saying us as black people, and also like Americans, like regular straight heterosexual Americans that just want to be a man. I wish that we had that kind of power. And that's coming from all races. That we could just say, let's have that power and have like a regular conversation and build something instead of tearing people down because you said something they don't like and you take away their career and their livelihood. That's not America. That's China. That's what they do in China. I remember they took away John Cena's money because he said something bad about China in their eyes. The LGBTQ community have power like China in the United States. That's crazy. All right, I was not expecting to go into that subject, but yeah, man, I appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate everybody coming in and hitting the like button. If you have not hit the like button, hit the like button. People who's coming in also, that's people who's actually seeing this replay. You know what I'm saying? Leave something in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. Yep, censorship through cancellation. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. I just came on live because I seen this story and I was like, this story is crazy. And it took a whole nother turn. I started looking at other stuff. You know what I mean? But that is that, man. All right, man. Until next time. Peace.